Spanish, we're Harlistas. In English, we're Holly Riders. Bikers are at one with nature. We ride in the heat, we ride in the cold, we ride in the rain, we ridden in hail, and beat the hell out of them.
Go. Yeah. Is Lama in the building or what? Latin American Motorcycle Association, put your hands up, make some noise for your boy. Kenny Black, the music machine.
What up, brother?
DJ Rala, Lama de Lama. You already know Mr. Northeast is in the building. Let's go, Lama. What? Put them hands up. I want to see L's in the air right now. Put your L's up. Put your L's up. Lama worldwide. Lama worldwide. Let's go. L's up. L's up. Everybody L's up. L's up. L's up. Everybody L's up. Lama. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. From the humble start in Humble Park, 1977 it all began. What? One man, one mission, one dream. That's right. Lama International worldwide. They said it couldn't happen. They said it couldn't be done. 40 years later, we still proving y'all wrong. Latino Lama.
The Latin American Motorcycle Association was founded in 1977 in Chicago's Humboldt Park neighborhood. Since its inception, Lama was intended to be a moto-touring club with truly democratic ideas. In 1995, a chapter was formed in Miami, Florida, and in 1996 Lama became a national association when the first national president was elected. In 1999, Lama became an international association when chapters were formed in Puerto Rico, Mexico, and Cuba. Today, the number of chapters has grown to over 200 worldwide, spanning the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Australia. Lama is a club without borders. We have evolved into an international humanist association. We accept working people from all walks of life, regardless of nationality, race, color, religion, social class, gender, age, a brand of motorcycle, etc. We believe that it is more important to recognize and identify ourselves as human rather than Latin, Asian, Black, or white. Lama is a club of the 21st century and continues to be a work in progress. Our forward progress evolves from the many contributions and the flow of rich ideas of our members, both current and new, from near and far-off lands. It is because of our philosophy, Lama has become one of the most respected clubs in the world. As a Lama member, there are doors open to you in every city where we have chapters. You will have the opportunity to visit those chapters, including those in other nations, on our annual national and international runs. Lama is also recognized as one of the world's most active long-distance riding clubs. 40+ years and counting. Our women, Damas de Lama, ride their own and accompany us on our travels, riding extreme distances over long hours on good and bad roads, on hot and cold days, rain or shine. This is a test of endurance that most bikers find way too far and too challenging. We are Lama. Welcome to the best motorcycle association in the world, the Latin American Motorcycle Association.
We gather around TAINO and company, the talk's profound. Lama Stations where the vibes ignite. Every Monday at 7, let's take flight. Let's get this party started.
Say that again?
TAINO and company.
Hey, hello, Lama Nation.
Starry skies as the evening glows. Dancing and laughing, feel the energy rise. At Lama Station, we reach for the skies.
And just like that, we're back here again. Hello, people. I am Taino, and look who's on the other side.
Hello.
That's ALBY, ladies and gentlemen, from the Pocono Studios, and I'm here in the Motor City Studios. Welcome to another happy Monday, July 7th. Can you believe that already? We're on the tip. We're on the other side of the year.
Oh, my goodness. They say that after July 4th, the summer's over.
I don't know who you talking to. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm at that. I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna go way off left field on this one. I'm on the itchy stage of the sunburn. I'm telling you, man. I got sunburn this weekend. Yeah, I got sunburn this weekend.
Look,
if you see me doing this, I'm trying to have my jacket and my vest.
Are you already naked?
Everybody, welcome to another happy Monday.
You already naked? That your back is itchy?
No, I did some pool. I did. Where did you just left me? But you wait till she comes back on. No, I did some pool time. I did some writing and I did some pool time with the family and a couple of brothers and sisters from the club. We decided to take some of our youth to a more of a local water park. You know what I mean? Look, there she goes. Oh wait, I will. What happened?
You said something nasty, didn't you?
No, I didn't. You just disappeared. I said I did some pool time. I was in the pool and I did some riding, and then we took some of our youth and club brothers and sisters. We decided to go to it's a state park that has like a little water park in it. So we ended up barbecuing and doing a little bit of that on Sunday. Yeah, now I'm burning. I'm itching now from all the sun that we so much needed here in the state of Michigan.
We've had a lot of rain.
But you guys were able to do your picnic, right? Your barbecue that you guys were doing.
I did. We had a barbecue here at my house on Friday, and we had an amazing time. It was very good.
Awesome. Don't forget, everybody, you can contact us by the use of our social media platforms, facebook.com/The Lama Station. You can go on YouTube, look us up, Lama Station. That little logo, Mike the Voice, is our logo. Look for it. Make sure you hit the like and notification bell, subscribe in our YouTube channel. Also, guys, you can check out our pictures and videos at Llama_Station on Instagram. You can use the good old Llama.Station, 2017@gmail.com. And of course, our Orlando studio hotline, 1-407-516-3402. So we ask you guys to go there, check us out, talk to us, send us emails, pictures, videos, all of the above. And don't forget, every now and then you're like, hey, TAINO, where's the birthday video? Well, y'all need to send us pictures of people's birthdays. Yes. You need to know.
Yes.
And guess what? Guess what? We don't even care if it's a birthday, if it's your dog's birthday, if it's an anniversary, if you're celebrating, the purchase of a new home or the purchase of a new bike, whatever you're celebrating, send it our way, and we'll definitely put it out here. And just
today is your national business manager's birthday.
It sure is. So I don't know if she's on yet, but we definitely want to wish Marianela Torres, our national BM, a happy birthday. I spoke with her for a little bit, and I called her literally just to say, hey, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. Hope you're enjoying it. She's like, oh yeah, I took the day off. I was like, well, hope you enjoy it. And she went on, wait till you hear about our rally. I got the location locked in, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, birthday, forget it. Yeah, you're off. Wait till you see it. You're gonna where the meeting is gonna be. So she's got and by the way, all she said was that. She said a lot.
Next year, she's talking about my hair. I'm looking at my hair and it looks like this a mess. For next year, she's talking about?
Marinella said a lot of nothing because she didn't release any info. She just told me
she's not gonna give it to you. She's not gonna give it to you.
The location. Wait till you find out where it's at. So I know somebody who did that to me last year. She was like, hey man, our rally is gonna be grand. And I'm looking in Texas, a bunch of stuff that was like Grand Valley, Texas, Grand Junction, and I got everything.
I wonder who that could be. I wonder who that could be.
At Grand Canyon. So anyways, I got caught off guard with that, but we're super excited to be here. Let's go ahead and give a few shout outs, and then of course let's get into we got a pretty full schedule here this evening. Again, July 7th, guy, I can't believe it. It's already there. So I will take a second and steal 30 seconds of Lama Station just to add to my position here at the national level. Guys, the regional cutoff, if you're Lama, if you're a Lama member, you should know what we're talking about. We got a regional cutoff that ends July 31st. So you are just over 24 days away from turning in your information so that we, and when I say we, I'm speaking more the regional officers can put together their tallies, send them my way so they can be verified and certified so you guys can find out who your regional champions are. So just throw that time, guys. You will be getting an email from myself shortly, actually, probably within the next day or two, with one more push. And then, of course, I want the regional officers to continue to push it forward. So that being said, big shout outs to look who it is. God, Jesus. Does she listen? Does she have an alert on her phone?
I think she has us set in the
At like 6:55, and then she logs in. I think so. What's up, Gail? And look who is here. Hi, everyone. This is your girl, Diva, youth reporter. Me and my grandpa are in Texas right now. I miss everyone. I hope to see everybody soon. And yep, she still has the flag. So
she has the flag with her. She may or may not visit the San Antonio area, but Grilla is not allowed to take the flag away.
I was just gonna say we cannot take the flag from her. The goal is for her to get as many patches on the way.
Yes.
And on the way back. You want that flag, you gotta get it at a sanctioned event.
Yes.
Okay? You gotta get it at a sanctioned event.
She's gonna visit Phoenix and Gilbert as well. So, we already warned them. Nobody is to take the flag.
You know who we talking to. Put the flag 50 feet up in the air so nobody will grab it.
No, but I did say we did do a live the day of the barbecue. When I handed it to her, she had no idea that I was gonna give it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I did. I promised her I was gonna give her the microphone, so she has my microphone. Yeah. So I surprised her and I gave her the flag. I said, please make sure that whatever chapters you go to, you get their patch so we can sew it.
Yeah, you know, and if they don't have a patch, I don't happen to have a patch on hand. Don't panic, no big deal. You can always send it to us once you guys create one. But definitely take pictures with it, take pictures with her, you know, and more importantly, you know, encourage her. She is definitely the future of this organization. You know, when Grandpa's done writing, I bet you our sister Diva is going to pick it up right when he's done. You know?
Before he's done, she's going to be writing.
Oh yeah, I think before. This is her second cross country trip. Last time she did it was to Keystone, Colorado. So I'm super excited for her. Congratulations to her. By the way, she just turned 13 years old, and this is her birthday trip. So, super excited. They're going to make it all the way to the Pacific Ocean, from what I spoke with her last week when we brought her live on the show. So happy for her. Look at that. Athens in the house. What's going on, Jesse? Debbie. What's going on? Lama North. Kingsburg. Saludando por aquí. On the road again. That's my people from Lama Law, Fort Sill. What's going on? All right, I got a question. Where does luxury cooking come from? I know this is somebody's Facebook. Now I want to know. Lama Atlanta in the house.
Especially since all you want is food.
Huh?
Especially since all you want is food.
I already ate for the day. I'm good. Well, I need a dessert right now. Hello, everybody. Says my boy Victor Hernandez. Our friend, our brother from another mother, my boy Larry. I was going to call him Lawrence. No, I don't. We're on a nickname basis. Larry, what's going on, my brother? We had a few conversations today. Thank you for everything you do and how hard you work. We're definitely going to have you here shortly. Did we send him the link?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I spoke to him a few times today myself. I sent him the link already, so he should be on.
In a little bit, you guys are definitely going to know what we're talking about. Nana, what's going on? Reportera Lama Fort Sill, what's going on?
She does such good work.
Huh?
She does such good work.
Oh, amazing. They're really working. Renata Gavazzoni, did I say that right? I hope so. This is so cool. No, it's cool to have you here. And a pleasure to have you guys tuning in and spending a little bit of your time with us. Nancy, what's going on? Lama Orlando, La Leyenda, what's going on? Let me see. Yeah, congratulations to all the Lama writers. And listen, I agree to that. You know, we can only make trophies for so many people, but everybody who does it, who puts time and their butt on that seat and the hand on the handlebars definitely deserves to be recognized. Bodyguard in the house. What's going on?
Hey.
Oh, it's Gabriel Reyes from Lama Atlanta. Well, I want to know the story behind luxury cooking. We can talk about that. We can definitely talk about that. Flor Tobal, buenas noches, cariño. Hey, I hung out. La pasamos bien con Flor y con Ricardo over in Germany. What an amazing time. Ricardo's always a fun person to be around. Flor, un amor, a pasarla bien contigo. So super happy to have you guys here. Let me see. Sir says, I just pay attention. Whatever. She's got an alarm. Don't care what she tells us. She got an alarm. Please send a hello to Lama Athens. I don't need to. You just did. So, thank you. Dennis! What's going on? Mr. Iron Butt in the house. I know that's not probably how he wants to be known But
is he riding yet? Dennis, are you riding yet?
Not yet. I actually spoke with him today. He said not yet, but his wife is ready for him to be. That's what he said.
She's like, get out of the house.
I quote his words. So, okay. So here we go. So Renata is our newest Lama Athens Dama. Hey.
Nice. Oh, I guess the ball.
That deserves the bell. Absolutely. Good to see that Lama is rolling strong. I'm a past member. What are you waiting for to come back, my bro? BB's in the house. Man, you guys are really throwing down. Victor Hernandez, what's going on, hermano? Port Still president in the house. Look who's here. La abuela de la traveling diva. There you go. Yes. So, hey, from my folks missing my family who are all traveling. It's only 6-year-old Bella and her. So yes. Is that Bella Wella?
No, Bella Wella's the big Bella.
It's the big one. Okay. So this is the little one right now.
We have 2 Bellas.
All right. Look who's here. Look, somebody's saying 2, 3, 2, 1.
They're sitting there and then they're texting us at the same time.
I wonder who this guy is, right? Congratulations, Lama, Oklahoma, on their new chapter. Absolutely. And then let me get one more, and then we'll get back to it. And we got to talk about Oklahoma City here shortly. Good evening, Lama brothers and sisters. Reporting greetings from Mama Tampa in La Casa. I want to say thank you for every single one.
Thank you, Dennis.
In the house. Man. So he says, hello, ALBY and TAINO.
Hello.
That's happening here, and that's hanging out with you guys in Germany. But
we have your better half.
Yeah, we're stealing her for about an hour. I don't know how long. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, last week we were reading. I didn't do it. You guys seen my hands up in the air. My hands were up in the air. I did not do that. So she can't say I touched something. She better pay her internet bill. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, I'm going to keep my hands up. So when she comes back on, let me keep my hands up. Watch. She can come on. I had my hands up when it happened.
No.
So you did.
Oh, it's telling me studio instability issues.
That's your studio. Where?
I don't know.
All right, but listen, last week, that's your studio. Last week, I was reading a flyer.
Thanks.
And I didn't understand something. And I'll do to remind the nation, it was something along the lines of touch the bike, right?
So Lama Melbourne is going to have a save the date for July 19th. They're having a family adventure day. So on their list of things to do, they have a bounce house, a water slide, motorcycle safety, face painting, coloring, hot dogs, burgers, raffles, and touch a bike.
So
we were like,
I asked,
touch a bike.
I mean, like, is the bike gonna drive, 50 miles in front of me and I gotta touch it? I don't know. I didn't understand what touch a bike was. However, once I understood a little bit more about it, it was like a wow moment. You know what I mean? It was a wow moment. So I would rather let the host of this event, let them tell us about it. And we got Radar and Top Hat from Lama Melbourne in the house. And they can, not only are we going to give them a few minutes to promote the event and what they're doing, and they're going to tell me what food they're going to serve, but more importantly, let's talk about what they're doing for the kids and the community and all of the above. So the floor is all yours, gentlemen. What's going on? Nice to have you guys here. Thanks for coming.
Cool, thanks.
Hey, happy to be here. Just wanted to say thanks and for allowing us to go ahead and take center stage and talk a little bit about ourselves and about the great things that Lama Melbourne is doing here. I'm going to start off by explaining Touch a Bike. Touch a Bike basically is exactly what it sounds like. I mean, we're going to shine the bikes up, set them up. When the kids and families come, they're welcome to touch the bike, sit on the bikes. Dad's welcome to sit on the bike. We're going to take pictures. Everybody's going to be involved. This is more of an event for everybody to be involved, everybody to participate. The focus of this event was to keep the costs down, was to keep it relatively affordable for everybody. And I got to say that here in Melbourne, we are blessed to have the sponsors that we have that are so willing to provide us the financial monies that we need to put on events like this.
Would you be so kind as to mention those guests and give them the credit and the props that they deserve?
Oh yeah, absolutely. On our flyer, you'll see we've got Geico, our local office, that is headed up by one of our associate members. She goes by the name of Dolores Smithson. She's an absolute gem. She's wonderful. She basically supports us in just about everything that we do. That's Geico. The other thing is our motorcycle safety lawyers. That's out of Las Vegas. Those guys are awesome too. Those guys provide us with our tents. They provide us with our giveaways, our merch. They put our name out there. Those guys are partnered with us hand in hand. They're right there with us every step of the way.
Baron Vegas.
By the way, when the show is over, when you guys are done, they'll be live. He'll be live here on the show.
Yeah, well, we stole him from you guys, so he came down here. We brought
He
him
said
over
he was
there.
How about I sent him? Well, I didn't send him. I mentioned to him that we were going to have a meeting at the Southeast Regional meeting.
Yep.
And I mentioned that to him, and I said it's going to be in Orlando, and it's going to be the same weekend as the Bike Week, I want to say, or it was one of those big events. If I can't remember, the Biketoberfest, something like that. So since they had to be down there for that big event anyway, they were like, well, it's not going to hurt us to go and hang out at your meeting. And I think that's how you guys met. Yeah.
Who better to come see than Lama Melbourne?
Now listen, I got to get back. I got to talk a little bit more about this event because this event has multiple purposes. Okay. First of all, Lama Melbourne, man, we are still very new as far as chapters go. Man, we've got a lot of big brother and sister chapters down here in Florida, and we're just trying to keep up with the Johnsons, if you know what I'm trying to say. So literally, we're inviting everybody with the help of our sponsors and their monetary capabilities to come out to our clubhouse and enjoy what we've put together. We want everybody to see. We want everybody to participate. We want everybody to come. The other aspect of this in partnership with Geico, absolutely. Come touch. We're going to put an R on there in parentheses for after 9 o'clock, but that's for the adults. Either way, you'll see that Geico is a huge sponsor on there. And another big part of this is motorcycle safety and education. So we're inviting families who typically drive cages. They drive your SUVs, they drive your minivans, and they see us on the road. They see us traveling. They see us in our packs. They see our motorcycle safety hand signals, but a lot of times they've never ridden a motorcycle and don't know what those safety signals mean. They don't know what we're doing. So part of our celebration on the 19th is we're going to have a booth that's going to be set up, and it's going to have our motorcycle safety hand signals. And if you flip it over on the back, it's a description of all of them. And while that's going on, the parents are going to be reading that. We've got some really awesome coloring stuff for the kids to take care of, so they're occupied as well. So, Mom,
can we add them to the bylaws?
Yeah,
add the pictures. Can we add the pictures?
Can we add the hand signals to the bylaws?
The application.
Listen, I appreciate.
We want to educate everybody. So when we see each other out on the road and they know our motorcycle hand signals, they're going to know what we're going to do, where we're going to go next. It's going to make all of us safer so that at the end of the ride, we all go home in one piece.
That's awesome.
Top Hat, I appreciate that initiative a lot, coming from a guy who lives safety. I do safety for a living, as a lot of you guys know. And I'm going to tell you, I have found myself in different industries. For example, the industry in oil and gas, which was offshore, versus the industry here in the construction side. And believe it or not, hand signals in, for example, cranes, they are slightly different. Exactly, right? Like if I go like this, what does that mean, right? I mean, lower down slowly, right? Obviously low, boom out, boom in, all that stuff. But anyways, I'm not here to teach that class. I'm just here to. But when everybody understands that, I've worked in an industry where I'm in Angola, Africa, when I have 17 different nationalities, none of them speak the same language, yet we can all do a crane operation together, pick something up and put it where it needs to be, just by hand signals. So by all of us having a very linear understanding of hand signals makes us safer, not only as riders, but for us, for our own group, our pack, but for everybody else around us, right? So for people to understand what our hand signals mean and what they are, that's awesome. So all of us ride using signals, but sometimes that is just a language that we understand. So I appreciate it. I can really appreciate you guys using that to educate.
Educating the public is the best thing for us. Because the whole thing is we're dispelling all those misnomers of what they think a motorcycle club you know, a bike association, an MC. You know, the whole thing is all they have to do, a frame of reference, is what they see on TV. You know, and when they see us out there passing out different things and educating the public, they get a little bit more of a sense. Every time we reach out and we talk to these kids, we get closer and closer to the next one wanting to be a motorcycle guy, be a motorcycle gal.
And I'm assuming that part of this Touch the Bike, I mean, of course, you guys are going to have an anniversary, right? Just with all the bells and whistles of our normal Llama anniversaries. But now you're adding this.
Well,
this
now it's a family day, correct?
It's just family day. This is just us getting together.
This is just us giving back to our community, and anybody and everybody is invited. Like I said, if you look at our flyer at the very bottom, it says the admission for this is free for all ages. It doesn't cost anything to come and hang out, touch the bike, take pictures, take the motorcycle safety course, color a picture. That doesn't cost anything. The only thing that we are adding on for cost of that is we're doing a combo meal. You see where it says hot dogs and burgers? We're doing hot dog, a bag of potato chips, and a soda for $5. The whole theme of this was to be completely affordable because, guys, let's face it, gas is going up, rent is going up, and finding activities for dual income households or even single income households is harder and harder to find.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, we're family oriented. Why not do something for our families in the community? And this is Melbourne, opening our doors, opening our hearts. We want to show you this is not the normal stigma that you see bikers doing. We're here for you. We're here to give back. We love to ride.
So I'm not wearing. I'm not the top hat guy, but my hat's off to you guys for taking the initiative and doing that. I'm actually intrigued with the Touch the Bike, right? I'm going to tell you why, because I know what I ride. I know what I've been riding for a long time. I know the bikes that I've rode, but maybe, just maybe I'm interested to know what it feels to have, you know, higher handlebars or a more comfortable seat. And I see that Top Hat may have that on his bike, or Radar may have that on his bike. And I would have never other times said, hey, man, let me jump on your bike. This time you get that opportunity to actually check out those handlebars and check out that seat.
And this time, at least the bikes are cool, because when we're out and about and we're like at a gas station, we get
bikes are hot.
Hey, can we take a picture? And then you try to make sure you position them so they don't get burnt on the muffler or on the engine, whatever. So now everything's going to be cooled down. These kids can sit on them. They can take pictures. All our damas are taking charge of that. They're going to be the soft kind. They're going to be the ones that are in there going, hey, we'll take some pictures. You know,
they're basically, they've been told, because our lady associates, our spousals, and our damas are getting to the point here in Melbourne to where they outnumber us. And I'll tell you what, I'm loving every minute of it. Let's get more ladies on the road.
Hey, listen, Detroit at one point.
Because our ladies have such a softer touch and a softer demeanor, and they're able to de-escalate situations, they are in charge of bike security for that day, which also
Detroit, listen, don't get
wait a minute.
Make sure that no bikes are abused. And if they see mom taking pictures with dad and the kids, they're supposed to step in, be passively aggressive, and tell mom to get in the picture. We're going to hold the camera and take everybody's in the picture.
Don't get too comfortable.
Very angry.
Not just for dad, for everybody.
Don't get too comfortable with them being spouses and associates. Detroit had more spouses and associates at one time, and now we're up to 9 damas, all right, and only 2 spouses. So, and we're working 3, and then we're working 1 right now. She already got an endorsement. She's working on the bike, so it can flip. It can flip.
And 2 got their endorsements.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
We'll have 8
listen,
shortly.
Top Hat, Radar. We got a full show. If not, we'll keep talking, but we want to thank you guys for taking the time to come on the Lama Station. Thanks for sharing that info with us. And more importantly, thank you for sharing the philosophy of Lama, right?
July
the family,
19th,
right?
Everybody's
welcome.
Love harmony.
Come on down and see us.
Go check out Melbourne, the 19th, correct? I'll be put that up there. We'll read it one more time.
Yep, Saturday the 19th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Come on out and see us, guys. Everybody's welcome to come.
12 p.m. Don't forget to Touch a Bike, Bounce House, water slide. So make sure the kiddos bring some.
There's a couple other surprises on there that we didn't even mention. So if you want to check them out, you're going to have to show up and check them out.
Have to show up. Big shout outs to the sponsors, obviously, that help make this come together, and of course all the hard work of Lama Melbourne for just what they're doing in the Melbourne area. Thank you guys. We just lost ALBY again.
There you go. Hey,
I got nothing to do with that. Thank you guys. Much love to you guys. Man, super excited to see what comes out of the touch bike. I had never heard of it. I swear to God, my hands are up against this. I don't know what you're doing over there.
I know it's not
you. You said your IT guy did something in your computer. It could be a setting. Your computer,
it could be. He updated.
We'll figure that out.
My Windows.
But we're super excited for the rest of what this show's got as well. We're definitely going to bring in our Southwest Regional President, our sister Grilla. We're going to bring her in. She's going to be talking about her region's rally, number one. But before we get into the weeds, because that we have a little over a month and a half before that happens. We do have a little bit more of a pressing matter that is evolving as we speak. Grilla, welcome. And I think you're muted, sis. I think you're muted. Unmute yourself. But we do have a little more of a can't unmute. The mic isn't connected. That's what it says.
There it goes.
There you go. So we have a little bit more of a pressing matter in the state of Texas. It is no secret for anyone that actually took the time to. Listen, I get it. You may say, "Oh, I don't watch the news." Okay, fair enough. But if you're on Facebook or TikTok or anything like that, you've seen what's happening in the central state of Texas. More specifically, the Hill Country or near the Hill Country, not far from you, right? Grilla, how far is this, give or take, from you?
This is like 40 miles. So everybody that came to our anniversary, it was like 20 minutes from there.
All right. So as you guys know, a flash flood, and we know how those things happen, right? Either a big old huge storm in the north or the big heat waves that melt a lot of ice in the mountains, and depending on which state it's at. But nevertheless, a flash flood. I mean, this flash flood went in 45 minutes. The Guadalupe River rose 26 feet. All right. And in its path, taking houses, roads, bridges, lives. Right. I mean, this has been really serious. So, Grilla, before you guys both, let's also bring in our brother Larry Stott, aka Bear, from the Motorcycle Safety Lawyers.
Hey, Larry.
There he is. And this morning about 8 a.m. I get the first call, and I missed the last one because I was on two wheels as I was coming home, and then I was prepping here for the show. So, but I'm sure he'll fill us in right now.
Early today. Larry was up early today.
Yeah, Larry was working early today. Remember, he's an hour earlier to me because he's Central Time, and by 8 o'clock I was getting a call from him, so I know he was up working on his. But before we get into Larry, and Larry can tell us what he's doing and what we're hoping for, Grilla, why don't you go ahead and tell us what the goal is and what it is we're trying to do, and then Larry can tell us what his entity plus all the people who work with him are doing.
Okay, so unfortunately, we're going through this situation right now. More than 90 lives has been taken, including children. So the Caribeños, Los Jíbaros, and Lama, and other entities that we are getting together this Saturday at La Garita. That's our BP's restaurant. We're going to be collecting anything that you can bring. We're going to have a list more detail on our Facebook page. It's going to be between cleaning supplies, personal supplies, diapers, anything that you can bring. If you have any monetary donation, you can make a check, and ALBY has that information that she's going to put up, and you can send the check to 11111 Hilltop Loop, Helotes, Texas 78023. That's the Lama San Antonio address, and we're going to make it we're going to bring it to the donation center. We have right now it's Lama San Antonio. Lama Oklahoma is contributing. They have a donation center up there, and Lama Houston already called me, and they have a donation, a donator, un donante. They have a person that is specifically donating some crates full of supplies for them. And also, we're going to do a second round. So if you cannot get to us, we're going to get a second round because right now the roads are blocked. So we're going to get these supplies to a second party, and they are the authorized party to go inside the town. So
So,
we're
so
going
what
to,
you're saying is, for me to understand, none of us can just drive through and drop off a truck full. So
correct.
we drop it off with you guys. You guys take it to that authorized entity, and they're the ones taking it into
Yes.
the town.
Correct. So what we're gonna do, so many things don't get lost in the system. We're gonna bring the most important things like hygiene, some clothes, these disinfectants, things that you know that you're gonna use on a weekend on
So
camping.
so let's put it into perspective. For the most part, and then we'll come talk to Larry as well. For the most part, if a person lost their house, if the house got swept away, guys, not much, right? That if we give them a pillow, they still don't have a bed to sleep in, right?
Right.
But if the person's house just flooded and they need to clean and they need to maybe they obviously
Shower.
need to shower, they need that kind of stuff will definitely make those families life a little bit better, a little bit brighter that day. We tend to forget those things that we take for granted on the daily basis. And I'm gonna give you an example. I am addicted to these right here. I know. And listen, I'm gonna get the wrath. Please don't do it. Look at her. See, I know. I get it. Technically, you're not supposed to, but something as simple as that, right? Something as simple as
Floss,
a deodorant, a
toothpaste,
shampoo, right? Toothbrush, a toothpaste, right? Simple stuff like that.
female pads.
Absolutely. Larry, go ahead. And by the way, to the one, I don't think many people don't know who this guy is already. But for you that don't know, this is Mr. Larry Stott, aka Bear, and he is a marketing director for the Motorcycle Safety Lawyers slash the men slash the legend slash
jack of all trades. He's like a jack of all trades.
Quit. Bottom line, Vilya, thank you for everything you're doing. Tano, my wife says you need this.
I do.
This is a really big one.
That one's coming to you. Oh, there you go. Basically, I'm getting online just to make a couple of things clear. It's not about me or Motorcycle Safety Lawyers. It's about the wonderful things that Lama does as a family as a whole. Okay. What's important is I like to bring some knowledge sometime. So I've already contacted Walgreens. Walgreens says if you buy 2 of these bundles of baby diapers, they give $10 gift cards. If you guys go into a Home Depot and you ask for the ASM, that's the assistant store manager or the manager on duty, bring in one of the flyers, the flyers, you say, and we're trying to collect these type of materials. They'll go to their clearance racks and find us the stuff. When I did Mayfield, Kentucky, I wound up with semis full of cleaning supplies, garbage bags. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that people need water. There's going to be plenty of water down there. And getting permission from FEMA to get into the town, the people could be 2 blocks away and don't know where the goodies are, but they'll make it a priority to get the materials to the people. I guess what's important is whatever you can give, you give. It's greatly appreciated. One of the things we could do is share constantly, keep it in people's mind and hearts. You know what I mean? Like you said, toothbrushes, toothpaste. Guys, go to your dentist, any local dentist. Show them this flyer. They will empty their cabinets for you. I'm not asking people to just dig into their pockets. It's the simple things. When I traveled from Illinois to Kentucky, every gas station I stopped at, I wound up with 15 to 30 more items. Because all I did was saying, I'm going here to help this. What you guys are doing is amazing. I am proud to be a part of this family. Motorcycle Safety Lawyers, Human Legal is proud to be a part of this family. And whatever we can do, you know what I mean? We're going to be here for you. Some of the things that I'm doing is I'm sharing the heck out of this. I know that Illinois, now that we've put up the Venmo and the different places where to send stuff, that helps. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, it's easy to give some money, and it's important. We just have to keep pushing. It's not all going to get taken care of in one day. You know what I mean? These people have a long road. We're so sorry about these children and the lives that were lost. I tried the picture that I put on my post with the stuffed animal and the slipper. I did on purpose to say this is all that was left. You know what I mean? We need to give them stuff to bring stuff to. What I'm going to do is, here we go. We hope we can get
we'll be there Saturday. We have a few things already there. There's a lot of people helping here in Oklahoma. We hope we can get as much as we can. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I've got an address to ship stuff to. So what's going to happen is and this is for our information. That's why I don't put it on Facebook. Toys for Tots. I'm reaching out to them. I'm going to put UPS stickers on boxes. Send. I can't pronounce your name.
Grilla.
Grilla.
Say it again.
The two L's sound like a Y.
Lucille.
No.
You go to Lama, they're gonna be like, "Who's that?"
Okay, but
hey, he's a natural. He said he got the bell thing going on.
He came on the show with the bell. He was ready.
Yeah, it's just that there's a lot of things that I can do behind the scenes. You know what I mean? I'm reaching out to the drywall companies. I'm reaching out to some other people. I've got a direct line to FEMA also. So I'm
this is the things that Larry's mentioning are things that we would have probably never thought about, right? We immediately think the things they need in the house, but dog, man, they need drywall in those houses now, right? They're gonna need insulation. They're gonna need, new carpets and maybe a couch or whatever, right? I mean, so let me tell you, I had and by no means am I comparing my misfortune to this right here. I had a flood in my basement. I had a finished basement. I don't know if you remember, ALBY, towards the beginning of the show. My whole studio got flooded. I lost a computer. I lost a mixer, a 48-channel mixer. I lost some stuff. And I remember the stress I was going just because my basement flooded 27 inches. And the little stuff that I lost, nowhere near my life being in danger, my whole livelihood being gone, nowhere near none of that, right? So I can only imagine, like I said, I'm nowhere near comparing my little misfortune to the tragedy that they're going through. But if I can imagine the stress I was going through those 2 weeks, just the cleaning up, the repairs, I needed a new furnace. I mean, imagine the people who their whole house was flooded. I mean, and I was looking at pictures. Some of them, you can't even see the top of their door, right? I mean, the house is all the way to the roof flooded. So maybe the structure is there, but God, drywall, right? I would never thought of that. The paint, right? That they're gonna need to make it livable again, right?
Yeah, and TAINO, and one important thing that we're not thinking, we're thinking, okay, the material stuff, but mental health. Whoever
Absolutely.
has training on counseling that can offer their services,
Grief
please,
counseling, anything like that.
grief counseling. We're gonna get all that information and be putting it because it's too soon. We don't know. So
Sure.
as soon as we get more information, we're gonna put it out there. People that can volunteer with the corps, people that are licensed, the managing corps. I'm pretty sure they're gonna need that help too. They need money for the funeral services.
Absolutely.
So those are things that we stay alive, but then our family dies. What we're gonna do with them? What's next? So we need to think about that.
With all the flooding and everything, where can they even possibly bury anybody at this point?
Listen, I'm going to throw this out there, and it's a weird curveball. But if any of you guys has like an RV sitting in your backyard that's got a little leak on the roof, I'm going to promise you right now that is a palace to somebody who just lost their house.
Absolutely.
And if that thing's been back there, and you letting raccoons live in it, let's clean it up and let's figure out how to get it down there to Texas. I'm sure somebody will make use of it. And I remember right after Hurricane, the reason I say that is because after Hurricane Harvey, I was in Houston, and after Hurricane Harvey, any RV was a home to somebody, and many houses weren't repaired for months on end. Right? I mean, it literally took months for Houston, almost years, a couple of years for Houston to be at what we call normalcy, right? When and we're just comparing floods, right? When Katrina in New Orleans, right? People were coming to Houston. Hey, let me sleep in your yard. I'm setting up tents, sleeping in people's yards, just because at least it was a safe, secure place for them to sleep the night. Because I mean, the shelters were full. The Superdome was turned into a shelter, right? So, this is way past the imagination of any of us that have never been involved in it. But however, in this case, Larry is very experienced in. Come on, you're very experienced in what you do, and being able to lend a hand and being able to reach those corners that we would have never thought about. And we're super proud, happy, and honored to have you as part of our team and being able to lend this hand. And listen, let me tell you guys, Larry's going to tell me right now, quiet, blah, blah, blah. Look, he won't take the honor and the credit, but he does deserve it for the hard work that he does, not just but not just for Lama, but for anybody in need. So, Larry, I mean, wow. I mean, just the calls that you're making, the endless hours, sending emails and I mean, alone, you and I alone did a good 20, 25 minutes today back and forth, right? I can only imagine the other calls with everybody else that you've been talking to.
And fast. This just happened a few days ago, and you guys are really, really moving fast.
Well, okay. And the reason why we moved fast was because someone in the Lama family made a post. And then when I saw the post, I'm up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm the wrong guy to see a post. Okay. So
I think let me see. Is this the post you're talking about?
Yes. So I saw this post and there were some words spelled wrong. And I said, listen, no, I'm sorry. But I said, you need to fix some of the words that are spelled on this flyer because my donor base is going to look at this and say,
That's when I got the 6 a.m. call.
Right. So then I called ALBY, and then she told me Lucille's got, and I'm like, oh my God, this is huge. And then after I posted the first post, my Illinois lit up and said, everyone said, contact Bear. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not collecting money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then I'm calling town do I need a Venmo?
The vessels.
Yeah, so the most important thing is, like, for example, we started Pedro from La Garita because the Caribeños, they started moving. They called me during the weekend. Los Jíbaros, they called. They organized this meeting with this other entity, and we put a message on our Amarillo rally, and that's where everything started getting shaped. Oklahoma got involved, Houston got involved, San Antonio got involved. Everybody.
And now the Lama USA Nation's involved.
Yes, and now Lama USA. Yep.
So, guys,
as soon as I saw it, I put it on my chat right away.
Let's stay tuned. Let's stay tuned for the Venmo and the Cash App, right? That if you can't do nothing else, if it's easier for you to just donate some funds, those funds are going to go directly to the Southwest Regional finance books, right? To their banks. Yes. However, we're asking that anybody who makes a cash donation, there, Venmo or Cash App or a check, make sure that you guys put Kerrville on there, Kervilee. That way, I want to make sure that the Southwest region can differentiate their monies from the monies being sent to the donation. Remember, they have to turn in a financial report, and if the members see all this money coming in and all this money going out, and there's no evidence of, so let's make sure that we do it safely for them and do it properly to prevent them. What they're trying to do is amazing, and we don't want them to have any misunderstandings later with their finances. So Kerrville, Kervilee on your memo. I know if I got to send Cash App, I got to put a note. So on your note, put Kerrville. If you got to send Venmo, same thing, right? And if we're sending a check on the memo line, right? However, if you want to, we'll be giving out that Venmo, and it's definitely going to be on the flyers. But if you have the means and the ability to literally drive the funds or the or whatever it is, right? Go ahead and go in person. They're going to be setting up. Grilla, give us that again.
Okay, so this Saturday we're gonna be at La Garita restaurant in Culebra Road, San Antonio. You can Google it, La Garita. And then on Sunday we're gonna ride towards the donation center and bring everything. So you have all Saturday and Sunday morning to get here and bring it. But
Now,
we're gonna
however, you
keep
mentioned that was phase 1. There will be a follow-up later on.
Yes.
And just so you guys
we're
know,
gonna let you guys know.
I'm sorry. There was a question about the funerals. Albie, you said where would they bury people?
No, I'm saying that now that the land, the water, everything's underwater, it's a little hard for them to even think about where they're going to go for that.
Well, I had messages at 10:15 this morning. Eric Clapton is paying for every single funeral in that state.
The singer, Eric Clapton, the singer.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That is hats off to him. You know.
Yes, but that's what happened. Everyone goes, "Oh, you're on Facebook." Well, guess what? You would be surprised the people that follow and watch everything that's posted on Facebook. I have Blaze Supich, which is the cardinal for our church, that watches everything. You know what I mean? People do watch. They do watch. Absolutely. And it's amazing the people that give from their heart to help.
So how about this? How about a member or anyone who unfortunately doesn't have it? Then you know what? All we ask from you is it's real simple. Oh, there's the info for La Garita restaurant.
Oh, good.
But all we ask is this. Let's say you can't afford to send a donation, or you don't have the means to get down there. Then share. The same way you share a video, the same way you share a stupid meme, which by the way, I do a lot. and the same way you share that kind of stuff, just share it on your page. Share it on the groups that you belong to. Again, Larry's got a good point. We don't know how many people are on the other side, right? Grilla, Alby, you guys got watching.
You never know who's watching.
Right? And when you share it, those groups see it. And that's how things go viral. And this is something that should go viral.
Yes. Guys, and I have a favor to ask. Alby and Grilla.
He said it.
He said it right. He said it right.
All right. Girls, I want you to do me a favor. How many gift cards do you have at your house you haven't used?
Right now I have 2.
Thank you.
3 or 4.
Thank you. Mail them to an address.
There you go.
Because you want to know something? 97% of the gift cards are never, ever used.
Yep, you're right.
Listen, I swear, no joke. About a month ago, I went to a baby shower and I won a basket, and it had a Panera Bread, a Wendy's, a McDonald's, and I think I used the Dairy Queen one. The other two are up there.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
I never thought of that.
That's right.
We have the means.
That's right.
Not 90% of the people never even cash them.
Mm-hmm.
Put them in an envelope. We probably need to have a centralized place where we can ship them to.
We will. I think Grilla's the San Antonio chapter and the Southwest region board would be the main. The main
okay, but people like me need that address.
Let's
I give it to you. You have it. Yeah. Alby has it, so she's gonna put it.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
But you know what I'm getting at? When
I'll
people
make sure
say
you text it to them.
Yeah,
I will.
When people say they don't have the means, you'd be surprised how many people are sitting on gift cards.
See what I mean?
There you go.
Those are things I wasn't even thinking about. You know, and it might not look like a lot, right? But for a person who now doesn't have a place to cook, a $15, McDonald's cards goes a long way, right? You can get two decent meals out of that, or 2 kids can eat off of that, no problem. All they gotta do is maybe add $5 and all 3 of them, 2 kids and a parent eat, right? I never thought of that. Man, you're like, what the man?
He's thinking of everything.
Hey, we need to have Larry write a fundraiser book. How to fundraise?
I know. And you know what, Taino? There's this I saw this morning on the news. This guy has a food truck of brisket food truck, and he's gonna park it in the working area, and he's gonna feed all the workers and first responders and victims that are looking for other people and helping over there. So he's just parked whatever he has, he's gonna feed everybody.
Let me tell you.
I was just gonna say that if you have good connections with EMT, firehouses, ambulances, and you can get gear down there to them, listen, There was a collection done about 2 years ago from one of the chapters up here, and they sent out old fire gear, fire to Dominican Republic. They sent a whole bunch out to Dominican Republic. And listen, that's not a bad idea. We have a lot of members who are first responders and can probably get gear together and send it out there to them.
Many of you guys know I was a former firefighter for a little while and just north of Houston, a town called Caney Creek. And we had Gria, you might remember the Bastrop fires. Bastrop fire was like 2011, 2012. And you'd be surprised when we come out of fighting the fires, we go out and it was wildland fires. And when we go out and fight the fires, and when we come back out, you know, we were out there for, I think I was out there for like 11 days, right? Because we don't go home when you have those wildfires. And I'm going to tell you, coming back, and there was a taco truck. And to us, that was like, right? Because we've been in there for 8-10 hours, you know, just swapping tanks, drinking water. And we do have what we call a recovery station. But recovery stations, all they have is, you know, a couple of fruits, some crackers, and, you know. So we come out, and there's this food truck there, and the chief is like, hey, man, free tacos. Man, we were like, So simple stuff like that. Like, believe it or not, you're helping the people by helping the first responders who are there.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So listen, if you don't have a food truck, but you want to somehow, one way or another, make a big old pot of rice and beans and pork chops, hey, man, listen, that's going to help somebody. Go drop it off at a fire station or something, right? One way or another, let's help these people, these brothers and sisters, because today, unfortunately, it happened in mid-Texas, central Texas. Tomorrow, it could be here in Michigan. It could be in Illinois, right? It could be in Florida, Miami. It could be anywhere. I mean, you guys remember Hurricane Sandy, right? You guys remember what was the one over in? Was that the one in New York, right? Sandy that took flooded the subways and all kinds of. It was wild. Right? That was like a superstorm. So you know, we've had them here with snowstorms. You know, Texas, Oklahoma has had a lot of the tornadoes in that general area. So I mean, we all are prone. California with the earthquakes. I mean, it could be anywhere. The fires. It could be any of us. You know. So today, Larry, I love your ideas, man. I would have never thought. Like I said, I got $45 upstairs that I had. I want to almost say forgotten about it until you said that. Alex is saying, are they going to accept volunteers for the cleanup?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. And what I do know is that the roads are closed. No, they're not letting anybody in, just the people authorized. So as time pass by, then we're gonna know.
I want to say eventually. I want to take a leap here, and I want to say eventually they will. Right. But remember, one of the things is it's and I work, except because I work for OSHA, I understand is occupational safety. They got to make sure that they're not going to put you to clean up anywhere where there's still a danger where you can. So by the time they allow civilians to come and help, is because the roads have been secured, everything else has been secured, buildings have been secured, and all we're doing is going in to remove all furniture and clean up, tear down drywall, that kind of stuff. We did it.
Grilla since she's the closest, or to them, she can also let them know that Lama does have a lot of first responders, and if they are looking to relieve some of their workers with some of our guys that are willing to go out there, as long as they're licensed and certified, because like you said, it's a safety concern. So
many departments are going to move. Many departments are moving
that are licensed.
I still have access to an app that shows all the dispatch to my old department. Right, and it doesn't show anything. It just shows engine so and so dispatched to this fire and this happened to this, and they just dispatched 2 trucks heading down that way. Unfortunately, once they get down there, they're pretty much on standby until they get allowed to do something. But yeah, my old department from Cannon Creek is dispatched already. So and that happens all the time. So what can we do, guys? Venmo, Cash App, and if you're in the San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, Austin area, Oklahoma, and you guys can physically make it down there, just think about anything and everything that you could lose if your house just got swept by a flood, right? And simple things. You'd be surprised.
The Oklahoma flyer has the president and treasurer's contact information on it, so they can be reached at any time, and so does Guerrillas. So
Lawton for Sale is a collection spot, right? They're collecting donations, right? Any financial, cash, or
food. They're doing food donations.
Yeah, they're doing food donations. It says baby diapers, clothing, canned goods, right? Mosquito repellent. I wouldn't have thought of that right off the bat, right? Cleaning supplies. But don't forget, don't just bring a can of Lysol. Don't forget, you're going to need some rags and a broom and a dustpan.
Towels.
Right?
Towels.
So, and just, hygiene stuff. How crazy is that? Look at this one. Yep, bleach, brooms, shovels, trash bags, diapers, socks, baby wipes, hygiene items. Listen, Alby, this I don't want to make light of this, but I've known what it is to be in the middle of the desert performing our duties and have nothing but baby wipes to give yourself a little wipe down, and they're amazing.
Listen, even candles. Maybe these people are going to be without light for a long time, and they need candles.
So everyone that's traveling around, been staying at these hotels, did you take all those cosmetics out of the hotel?
All the little toiletries.
Yeah. So if you took out all the toiletries, what I do is all my friends that travel, send them here. I put them in 4x6 Ziploc bags, and I get a toothbrush, a comb, toothpaste, shampoo, bar of soap.
And that's not stealing. That is not stealing. No, that is part of your pay for the evening.
I'm gonna tell Heidi. So everybody who's staying in the hotel at Manville this weekend, take the toiletries. Take all the toiletries. So Larry's gonna be there. He'll collect them.
I'll collect them. I have a spare. I'm not joking. I am
bringing it's a good idea.
Suitcase
we know you're not joking.
No, and I'm going to get all the cosmetics I can, and then I'm shipping them to Lucille's house.
There you go. Batteries also. Thank you, Alex.
Yes.
Well, Larry, thank you so much. We got another section here with Grilla about her regional event, but we want to thank you. And I don't think we can say thank you enough for the hard work that you've put together. Not only for what you do with our chapters and what Schumann Legal does and Motorcycle Safety Lawyers does, but you, the hard work. I mean, you started this at 7 a.m. this morning from my first phone call. It is 7 p.m. and you're still going at it. So, well,
and don't let him go, Taino. Don't let him go because he's part of my regional too.
Oh, so don't go nowhere. Yeah. Okay. We have a big party happening in Amarillo, Texas. Tell me about it.
That's right. So we're going to Amarillo. So we said last year we were grand. This year we're yellow. So we're going to Amarillo. Yeah, that's the yellow rose of Texas. And if you see down there on the flyer, that's the Venmo that we're talking about. So we're gonna put you can go to Southwest Region and grab those barcodes, QR, and you can make the Kerbal donations. So we're gonna go to Amarillo on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of August to do our regional event. We have our merch. You're gonna see our long sleeve and short sleeve shirts that they ever.
We lost Grilla. She's
no,
or you can pick up at the we'll bananas. Everything beautiful merch. So I don't know if you saw it, Taino, but
no, we saw the shirt. No, I saw the shirts in Germany.
We're gonna be at Palo
right
Duro.
Now.
We're gonna do it right at Palo Duro, and also we're gonna have our event at the Harley, and it's just not a regular Harley. It's an amazing Harley. We're gonna have DJs, and we don't have an end time of our party.
Oh, nice.
You better be careful. Hey, we don't see you. I don't know if you did something with the camera, but
your camera's off.
You better be careful with that. We don't have an end time. You must not know who you're talking to.
No, they stay up all night.
Latin American Motorcycle Association. Look, Adriana, our youth reporter, she's in Amarillo right now.
Yep.
So we might have lost Grilla. I saw her
from everywhere she was going.
Oh, you're here. Okay, I saw you.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Yeah, we can't see you. So, but listen, guys. Wow, I mean, listen. The Southwest is this is their second year. However, San Antonio's had amazing events 2 years in a row. Their regional last year was wow, to say the least. And now they're going to Amarillo, Texas. So I'm looking forward. I'm gonna tell you, I've been through Amarillo. I did stop at that one restaurant. Everybody, if you know the one, or if you know, you know.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, sis. We can't see you, but we can hear you.
We can see you.
But I did stop at this one restaurant. I don't know if you've seen it, Albie, but it's called the Big Texan. She did. Yeah, she was having signal issues.
She'll come back.
But it's called the Big Texan, and it is you get a 72-ounce steak dinner free if you eat it in 1 hour. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's 4.5 pounds. That's 4.5 pounds of meat alone, not including the starch and the veggies, right? So some people have done it, and if you do, it's free, right? If you eat it,
I think I've seen it on one of the TV shows.
Yeah, if not, you better pay for the dinner, and it's not necessarily cheap. I mean, it's 5 pounds of meat, but
so you're donating
that
your gift cards?
Huh?
What's that?
Donating your gift cards?
Yeah, I'll send them. I'll absolutely send them.
Thank you. I got to work the crowd. This is the only crowd I got.
I have forgotten about those. I'm not lying to you. I have forgotten completely about them, Larry. I wasn't even thinking about these gift cards that are just sitting there.
Let me tell you, but that's not a bad idea.
Listen, my wife had a gift card. My wife, there she is. She's back.
There. Oh, okay.
My wife had a gift card. My wife had a gift card from some store that they gave her when she had her surgery on her ankle. Now, I think that was like 3 years ago. And just recently, she goes, I'm going to give it to my niece. Because it's a makeup. It's an Ulta makeup, whatever. She was like, I'm going to give it to my niece. You know, had $50 in it. We completely forgot about it, right? So, no, absolutely. So, I'm looking forward to this trip to the regional. Definitely looking forward to all the donations. We're
not going, TAINO, so don't be crossing borders.
We can't.
So TAINO, the thing is that I wanted Larry to stay is because he's gonna be there and we're gonna be teaching. I don't know if you mentioned it while I was out. He's gonna be orienting us what we need to have if in case that we get into an accident, to make sure that we have what we need in our policy so we're not naked.
So one of the things, and I'm gonna let him speak on it, that the motorcycles actually, Albie, you had him here.
We had them on the show last week, and they were going.
A week ago.
Yeah, they went.
The goal is one of the all services that they offer. Yes, guys, they have been more than gracious and sponsored a few of our chapters. They've been grateful. They sponsored part of our rally in Georgia, and that's all good and great. But what we get back from them, I'm not gonna speak too deep into it, but I will tell you, unfortunately, we lost a sister on the way back from the national rally, and Human Legal and the motorcycle safety lawyers jumped on it, and they worked really hard immediately, right? The family called them, retained them, and they worked really hard. So that is one of the services, of course, but they're also an injury law firm, any kind of personal injury law firm. If you slip and fall, anywhere, right? Just any kind of personal injury, right? Motor vehicle accidents, motorcycle accidents, that's where the motorcycle safety lawyers come in. But more importantly, they can only do so much. And Larry, correct me if I'm wrong, they can only do so much based on what you're insured. So one of the things they do is they coach you to make sure that you are properly insured and not underinsured. Correct me if I learned that correctly.
100% correct.
So, guys, Larry, go ahead and explain it better, right? For like $7, you can be underinsured for like $5.
Okay, so David spoke to you, correct?
Yeah, he did.
And you changed your insurance from what to what?
So I went from 100,000 to 300,000 for $7
a month.
A month.
A stupid I'm sorry. I'm country.
You're right.
A stupid Starbucks or one of them White Claws or the new Happy Meal with the new toy. Yeah. Yes, but that's what I'm saying. But it makes the difference. And it's just to help you. A broken leg in a ride in an ambulance is close to $100,000.
Absolutely.
All we're trying to say is we're going to be on site and look at your policies.
Don't just bring your card. Don't bring your card. Right? The cards usually don't have that information.
The declaration page.
Yep. But bring it to them. They're going to be sitting. Listen, they would love to sit with you at a table and chat with you. Like I said, I pulled it up off my phone and I showed it to David at our national rally when he brought it up. I said, you know what? I'm over here preaching it and telling these guys this is what they do, and I hadn't done it. And it was literally $7 on one bike, $6 on the other one, and $9 in my car. So for less than $30, I went up on every single one of my policies. And now I feel better about my coverage, right? Uninsured motorist, underinsured motorist, a state like mine that is a no-fault state, right? So yeah, no, guys, go check them out. Look, Adriana's telling us that she's going to Big Texans right now.
There she is.
Don't go for that big old steak. You can't take it.
Yeah, and another thing, TAINO, for example, don't feel that we're gonna sell you anything. No, just go there, get oriented, get smart with what you have or you don't have. And also, we're gonna have WepaFit as another of our sponsors. I know it sounds like Zumba. It sounds like Zumba, but no, she's a financial advisor. She's the wife of our business manager, and they're gonna be helping you to make sure that you're using your money in what you need to be using it. Okay, you're not having to spending too much money in things that you're not need to use. So they're gonna help you if you want. It's voluntary. They're gonna be there. They're gonna have their table. If you want to talk to them about your finances, they're gonna be there, and they're gonna be part of. They're gonna bring you the music, and Larry's gonna bring you the awards.
Let's not forget that the motorcycle safety lawyers do not sell insurance. That's not what they do.
No.
They educate you.
They educate. They're not there to sell insurance.
They're educators.
Right. And don't forget, the financial advisor is still going to let you buy motorcycle parts.
Yes. She'll help you budget for it. Yeah, she'll help you budget for it, but we'll still get it.
Right.
So, Gria, unfortunately, for me,
I'll be back.
We can't go to your event because each one of these regional events are all being held on the same day. And the goal is so that the people of the Northeast region go to the Northeast, the Southeast go to Southeast, Midwest, and so on. So unfortunately, we won't be able to go. But as you guys know, Lama Station loves to snitch and tell on people. So we will have reporters in every region, and our reporters work together so that they don't go live at the same time from different regions. So they'll work together, and they'll be able to so at some point, I'm going to see Larry in front of a microphone somewhere in the Southwest during those reports. Super excited for you guys. Amarillo, Texas. Go leave a stamp out there. God knows we may leave a couple of chapters set up there at some point.
I'm looking forward. We have all the support of the Indian motorcycle dealer.
There you go.
And we have the support of Trips Harley Davidson. So they're gonna be sponsoring us with the place. It's an amazing venue, and we're gonna have the local restaurant serving us our food for the banquet, and of course Larry with the awards and WepaFit with the music. So
and Lucille for bringing this all together and making it happen. Okay?
Absolutely, her great. She is. Look, and a lot of people don't like it, but I give credit where credit's due, and Grilla's done an amazing job, not only as a chapter president. Listen, I remember when Grilla first started, and I remember her as I want to say you were still a probate when you became the secretary of the chapter, if I recall that correctly. And then, of course, through changes, became president, and then she became VP of a region, now president of the region, and keeping that region alive and hot. So. And it is a hard region because everybody's so far away.
So far away from each other.
They're far away. You got California, you got Arizona, and then you got Texas.
We're making it happen. We have great presidents and great board in every chapter, and we're growing. So hopefully we're going to finalize that Oklahoma City chapter soon, that they're going to be legally and having all the requirements so they can be a prospect chapter.
It's definitely going to happen. It's just a matter of the formalities, let's call it that, right? But they're definitely there. It's going to happen. I will tell you this, Grilla. I will be in Newcastle, Oklahoma, probably within sometime next year for probably about 4 to 5 months. There's a big OSHA project I got to go do down there, and it's going to be right next to Moore, Oklahoma, and Moore, Newcastle. It's like San Antonio, New Braunfels. You know what I mean? It's like right there from Oklahoma City. So I'll definitely would love. Don't shake your head now. I'm about to go.
It's not about you. It's not about you.
No, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is not about me, but what I'm saying is this. I'd be happy to be, if I got to be somewhere for 3 months and I got to take a hiatus from my chapter, let it be somewhere where we have a chapter, so I can ride with them people down there. You just
and Amarillo's only 3 hours from Lawton, so I hope that we can get a chapter moving up there.
Yeah, bam.
Nice. That would be good.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, I'm excited. I found out about it today, about this. Actually, today I found out about that project in Newcastle. So I was like, man, I'm so glad that there's a chapter starting there. So if I do have to go down there for an extended period of time, a couple of weeks or whatever at the time, you know, look at him. The West is the best. You're right. The Midwest. Gria, Larry, thank you so much for being here. Gria, make sure you keep sharing the links. There's so many links to share today, right? We're talking about sharing the links to the fundraiser that we're doing for the flood victims in Texas. Definitely the Touch the Bike from Melbourne. Definitely the Southwest Regional Rally, the merchandise. And listen, are you wearing the shirt? Yeah, you are, right? No? Gria, you wearing the shirt? No?
Nope.
Oh, we lost it again.
And this Saturday, Manville, I'm gonna see Larry there.
We're gonna talk about that here. So we definitely saw the shirts out there in Germany. There's some nice looking shirts and the material's great. So looking forward to the Southwest Regional Rally. Look what Danforth said. Danforth said Southwest Region is growing stronger. That's what's up. Let's talk about Mamba, which is this week, and then we'll go ahead and say our goodbyes. ALBY, would you go ahead and put that one up? Do we have it ready? I thought we did. There we go.
Manville is having their anniversary party this weekend. The meet and greet is Friday night. They're gonna have a live band and horse race bidding. And you said we're not saying it's for the gamblers, but
if you dabble in it,
they can dabble in it. Saturday morning, weather permitting, they're gonna have the second annual Poppies Ride. That is in honor and memory of her father, Heidi's father.
That's right.
Registration is at 9:30, and kickstands up is at 10:30. We just confirmed that Lama Poconos will be road captaining for Lama Manville. So our Apple over here is working with Ron, and we're gonna road captain for them. So
it's a luau. It's a luau. There's gonna be a
the Saturday afternoon. There's gonna be a luau. There's gonna be Hawaiian dancers. TAINO's coming in his Hawaiian skirt to do some dancing.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want that party, Gria's back. If you want that party to clear out,
Larry, do you want to see? Do you want to see TAINO in the grass skirt?
Clear out.
Coconuts?
You have me there with the coconuts and the hula thing. God damn.
He's gonna be with the grass skirt and the coconuts as the Hawaiian dancer. No, but Saturday is Manville's event, and Larry's gonna be there.
Got a video, but apparently there's a video of me twerking, and
oh yeah, there is.
I have a few videos of you twerking.
Yeah, I saw you.
Listen, this is why I don't drink.
Yeah,
you don't need to drink.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Ron said there's gonna be a dunk tank.
Okay.
What is it?
A dunk tank.
Oh, dunk tank. Oh. Well, it's warm enough. It's definitely warm enough.
Yeah.
Definitely warm enough. Next week, I'm going to commit him to it since he wants to put his post on here. Next week, the Midwest region is going to be here live to talk about the regional rally.
Nice.
Are they going to have the flyer ready?
Yeah, it's ready.
Yeah, where's the flyer?
He's got tell Rob. He's right there. Look, Probus is right here.
Hey, Probus, where's the flyer?
Remember, Larry, remember what happened this morning with the flyer?
Yeah, don't get
That's what happened with their flyer.
Oh, look, now he wants to put sponsored by the motorcycle.
Oh, now. Yes, now.
All right, Larry, thank you so much. We love you,
God
brother.
bless you guys.
Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you for everything that you guys are doing. You guys are amazing. You work so fast
and
into it.
I will be in the tank. So we get to
Oh my God.
And Ron, man, that's the right two people to put in the tank. Tell you that. Everybody's going to be sweating bullets. They're going to be feeling amazing. So,
we had a dog tank a few years back for Pocono stock.
God bless each of you for everything you guys do. Seriously.
Absolutely.
You're a voice
Thank
that people
you.
are recognizing and they pay attention to.
Only on Mondays.
Well, no, but I got news for you. You talk and people are listening. You'd be surprised.
Thank you, guys.
There's
Thank you, Larry.
chatter
Thank
across the nation. You're a crew. I'm telling
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. We're excited to have you guys part of the team. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Grilla. We'll see you guys next time. We love you guys. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, guys. So Alby's having problems. I don't know what it is, but I want to thank everybody who took the time to tune in and talk to us today, to listen to what we had to say today. And I will not leave without encouraging you guys one more time, whatever it takes. There are things I hadn't thought about. Guys, something as simple as drywall, something as simple as a bar of soap, hotel soap. I wouldn't have thought of that, right?
I'm gonna say Heidi now.
Listen, I encourage you guys to please, whatever you can, whatever you have. And if you're not sure, just ask, hey, is this something we can send? Or how can we get this to you guys? And we'll get it to those people that need it the most right now, right? Also, guys, let's not forget the Melbourne event. Go touch a bike if you guys are out there. And definitely go check out Manbell. And I mean, just everything. We're
going to add the hand signals to the bylaws.
We need to, right? Look what it says. Thanks, guys, for all the information. We hope that we can put a little of our association together to help each other. Absolutely. This is what we do. This is what we do. I have yet to see Lama not stand tall when we've had the need. Sometimes it's something as simple as a funeral. Sometimes somebody going through a surgery. Sometimes it's somebody who is going through chemo and can't go to work. So we have stepped up and helped them with bills and stuff. And in this case, a tragedy of it's a state of emergency in central state of Florida. So Danforth, if you're right, hashtag Texas Strong. As we leave, I would like to see a few more of those saying hashtag Texas Strong here on the chat.
And to know that last year for their regional, they were just 20 minutes away from there.
Yeah, from where this happened. This happened. No, this is Grilla's anniversary from San Antonio's anniversary.
Oh, the anniversary party.
Literally in April. Yeah, literally in April.
Also, it's a few months ago.
March, April. Yeah. So we thank everybody for tuning in and staying tuned with us. We went a little longer, but definitely warranted the time and warranted the conversations. Alby, thank you for everything you do. As always, sometimes when I'm not here, she takes over or she puts the show together. She had all these people lined up for today. So thank you for that. I know you're having issues over there today, some technical issues, but I swear it hasn't been me. I'm going to
fire my IT guy tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. And don't forget, this is who we are. This is how we live. And this is how we ride. And we'll see you guys next Monday, Midwest region, right here live.
Is Lama in the building or what? Latin American Motorcycle Association, put your hands up, make some noise for your boy. Kenny Black, the music machine. What up, bro? DJ Rala, Lama. You already know Mr. Northeast is in the building. Let's go, Lama. What? Put them hands up. I want to see L's in the air right now. Put your L's up. Put your L's up. Lama worldwide. Lama worldwide. Let's go. L's up. Everybody L's up. Everybody L's up. Lama, let's go. Yeah, come on, let's go. From the humble start in Humble Park, 1977 it all began. What? One man, one mission, one dream. That's right. Lama International worldwide. They said it couldn't happen. They said it couldn't